We need to have a talk.
Fuck this party!
Hello. Hold on. Hey, fuckers! Welcome back to Rambling Season 3!
We're back, bitches!
Did you miss us? You probably didn't.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. Did you miss us? You probably didn't.
Probably.
We
Probably
took,
not.
We took a fat break.
Excuse me munching right now.
And also, you know, I'm gonna let you do that first.
Wait.
Give him a second.
Oh.
I take a fat munch. In 3, 2, 1. That crack kind of sucked.
Yeah, that was whack.
Arizona, your bottles are whack!
Cans are way better. Way better. Sorry. Don't you get because I'm munching.
At least your tea is still good. Anywho, yeah, we're back. We took a long break. I mean, we did do that one little episode. Official episode.
It was a tad bit.
It was a tad. It was fun. And also, you can expect that good old Stanley is here to stay.
Yeah.
The boy.
Yeah. And I've been thinking of getting Stanley a friend. Not replacing him, but getting him a
How
friend.
dare you think of replacing my son?
David, we talked about this
I
already.
know.
We're not replacing him.
It's okay, no one will ever replace you. It's fine. You're okay, buddy.
We're not replacing him.
Okay, just had to make sure.
I mean, we got little Boba, but you know how Boba is. He just wants to be left alone.
He's a shy boy.
He's not shy. He just wants to be left alone.
Okay, yeah, so today I have more anime stuff, but I thought we could open up by talking about, if you noticed, if we did this correctly, if we edited this correctly, we have new mascots, we have new characters.
Yeah. Woo!
We have good old Kali, aka Akali, aka the Rogue Assassin from League of Legends, and
we got our boy, the one and only Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
it's kind of hard to be Ultimate Spider-Man when Peter exists, but
Well, still, we have Spider-Man PS4.
yes.
And you can't call him the Ultimate Spider-Man because if he was the Ultimate Spider-Man, he would have to be kind of dead.
Yeah.
So, I just think Ultimate Spider-Man is Miles Morales coming from comic books. But if we're just talking about, like, regular Miles Morales, then yeah, he's just Miles Morales. He's Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man.
Also, hold on, this is something that, like, made me mad the other day.
What? What's happening? Huh? What's going on?
Yo, CDPR, there were 2 fangs on this before, and one of them is now broken. Fix your shit.
What? Huh?
No, there were 2 fangs on this Oni. Now there's only 1.
What happened?
I don't know. Just came
Wait,
off.
what's up with the eye?
It's the samurai symbol?
No, I know, but like, oh wait, okay. I just noticed that that's a mechanical eye. Got it. But yeah, CD. Y'all in some hot water, like some major hot
And
water.
I'm so sad, because, yeah, we talked about this. It's not the dev's fault at all.
No way in shape or form.
Like, if you take the game for what it is, we're talking about Cyberpunk 2077, obviously, but if you take the game for what it is, what it's intended to be, it is a great game. It's a fun game. It's just the glitches and the crappy marketing and
The memes. Oh, the memes.
Oh, the memes.
Where to even begin? Like, I feel bad for these devs because
You can tell they worked hard on it.
they worked very hard, and with the co-head director, I'm trying to remember exactly. The one who will come out and announce like all the stuff for the game and updates and stuff like that.
The co-founder.
Yeah, the
Are
co-founder.
you talking about like, the guy who like came on an announcement yesterday? Yeah.
Like, you can tell, like, they've been having a rough patch after the release of this game. Because, like we said in the very beginning of this podcast, this was not the devs' fault. None whatsoever. Because they put their entire life,
like
years of their life on this game.
And deadass, like in the photo mode of the game, there's a pose that says, "You're breathtaking." Like, how do you just look at that and think, oh no, these devs are only in it for money? No, they didn't have to do that.
No way. They could have easily made this game 3 times worse than it already is now. But no. It's only because, like, they were rushed And I'm not gonna point any fingers, but it was just rushed. They were trying to get it out before Christmas because 2020 Christmas, everyone was kind of riding on that. But I'm gonna get the sweet out of my mouth. Continue.
I love the game. I do love the game. I consider it like probably one of my top 10 now, with all the glitches, with all the controversy. If the game had come out as the way it was intended to be, like, not glitch free because there's no such thing as a glitch free game, but with everything that I promised it was going to be, this probably would have been one of the best games of all time. This probably would have passed Witcher 3 as their best selling project.
Like, honestly, I think it would be too soon for it to be a 2020 game. It will definitely probably be in the category of 2021 games. So, like...
No, if we're being honest, they probably should have just... They really should have pushed it back to 2021. Maybe 2022?
I'll have to give it, like, late 2021. If we were going to have to, like, push it again. Because they would have to spend more time on the PS4 and the Xbox One, as we see from the release.
Or no, someone brought this up. They probably should have just canceled the PS4 and Xbox One versions.
Totally fine with that.
And they could have just either released it on next gen, or they could have just released it on PC.
Of course. And it's understandable why they would want to release it on all consoles.
Obviously, more platforms equals more money at launch.
Yes.
No. Still. Did you see how much money that game made?
Oh, like, they destroyed the box office.
No, they made their budget back within a day, just based on the pre-orders. And even with all the refunds, they're still rolling in it.
Like, this game was highly anticipated, like, through and through. And the fact that they did get the credit that they deserve on the games that were running properly, PC and next-gen games, it's just seeing how much of the time and effort that they put into this game, it's like you can't really deny it and say it's a shitty game unless you have played it only on the PS4 and Xbox One.
I will say, like, I'm not going to lie, that is what I think a shitty game is. Like, just doesn't run well, it's broken.
Yes.
Like, by all intents and purposes, on consoles, it is a crappy game.
No, for sure.
But, like, once you get it running and once you see what it's supposed to be, then it's a great game.
Yeah, like,
it's beautiful.
It shows how much of it was rushed on the previous gens.
Like, this is one thing I very much appreciated. There's a spoiler alert. There's a mission where you have to investigate someone's suicide.
Oh, wow.
And like you're listening.
Trigger warning.
Obviously, okay. Let's preface this beforehand. If you're sensitive to suicide, self-harm, please click off now.
Or just skip.
Yeah.
But yeah, trigger warning.
Okay, no, but there's like a mission where you have to investigate someone's suicide, and you're literally listening to all the voicemails who like called this person before, not after they took their own life, and it's like this girl is like crying her eyes out, like, yo, why the hell did you do this?
Oh my gosh. That's
and this one girl is like so angry, like, hey, why the fuck didn't you come to me?
Yeah.
So no, you can tell the devs and everyone involved in the project cared about what they were making. Just they got shoved along.
Yeah. So honestly,
no.
CDR Project Red developers, guys, who
I
worked
feel
on this
your
game,
pain. I really
pain.
do.
Like, I knew it was sus before this game was about to be released. And I was watching the previous reviews. As
soon as I saw like it got delayed a third, fourth time, I'm like, okay, how finished is this game really?
Yeah. And especially when the reviewers, before the game came out, like the select few people who were talking about the game only got to play on the PC. They weren't allowed to talk about the consoles or previous gens.
And I will say this is partially our fault. Like, did no one else question like, hey, where are the console ports of this game?
Yeah.
Like, we were only ever shown PC footage.
Exactly.
And just, I understand CDPR tends to work more with PC companies. Just, we should have seen that coming.
No, we shouldn't. But this game, for previous consoles, like, PS4 and Xbox Ones, it's so bad to the point people are suing them.
Okay, that's a bit excessive.
I mean, it's an unfinished game, and so they're consumers being like,
that's a bit excessive.
Yeah, like they're complaining and reacting to the fact like, no, this is an unfinished game. This is a product that we weren't expecting. So this is disservice to the consumers, and so.
But they were, I'm not. Let's leave it there. Okay,
Either way, CD Projekt Red.
Okay, no,
developers, we feel you.
The last thing I will say on this game, the line in the sand I will draw here. Female V, Jeremy Lee, absolutely killed it.
Is better than the male one?
I haven't played as male V, to be honest. Gavin, I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
No, but like hearing, okay, I've told you about Jeremy. She plays like people like Patty and Lucy from Fairy Tale. Hearing her say "fuck" is like the most.
It's weird.
It's weird. It's jarring, but it's so great.
Yeah, I mean,
like she told the guy straight up, "Eat a dick ass." I'm like, whoa.
I love it when you see childhood actors just like come out and just say all this crazy shit you would never expect.
It's so great.
It's absolutely amazing.
I absolutely love female V.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I still remember the day when we went to our friend's house. And the only reason why she wanted to play the game was so she could get the female character.
A 9-inch schlong.
Her words, verbatim.
And she's like, I can't give him a 9-inch schlong. False advertising.
And so we just made him, what?
I was genuinely disappointed.
Yeah, she was genuinely disappointed, bro. Oh my goodness.
I can't imagine.
It's too much.
I can't imagine what you thought would happen. Like, did you think it would just like drag along the ground behind her as like a forward-facing tail?
Right? It's just like a freaking tail just wants along the whole way, bro. What movie was I watching? There was like an actual like scenario with that. Oh my gosh. It was a comedy movie too, and it was like talking about superpowers and everything. And there was an asylum where there was a bunch of superpowered humans, and there was
boys.
Yes. That reminds me of that one guy in the prison cell, and he just has that third leg, literally a third leg. And the next thing we see later on, spoiler alert.
And then this tentacle just like wraps
around,
and then slowly realizes, oh shit, that was a guy's dick.
Oh, that was so gross. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. All right, what do you have? Because I came in pretty. I want to not say unprepared, but I wanted to. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I was unprepared because I had a lot of shit happening this week.
Where are my notes? Okay.
Taking an old school ramblings. No notes or nothing.
We have the Mandalorian season finale.
We
have I watched Bunny Girl Senpai. We have Attack on Titan. We have The Promised Neverland.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait till we talk about that one.
I have a lot of anime this week, so where do you want to start?
I mean, shoot. I will actually start off with this. Because this happened with my mom and I. We were having a conversation about my hair. And my hair is starting to become long enough where I can like actually have like hangovers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't look like it now because, you know, I have it compressed and everything. But when I showed my mom a reference of what I wanted my hair to look like, it was Gohan. Adult Gohan with the one, because I didn't want to have like a bunch of them, and she was just like, "Why do you want it to? It's a cartoon character." I was like, and like it just looks cool. So that just brings me up to this question, thinking about that from so much how anime influence us. I mean, literally right here, our mouse pads are anime characters. Mm-hmm. What does anime mean to you? Because this I wanted this one to cut deep a little bit.
When I was younger, I'm like, ooh, action, sword, cool. When I was a little older, I did start to see it more as an art form. Mm-hmm. Now, I see it as like my form of representation. Mm-hmm. Like people, not to get too political on here, but like people have been crying for more like representation in media, and for me, that's kind of what anime is. Like we have an old art form that's just dedicated to. Not Japanese culture, but just with a focus on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I had something else and I lost it. Fuck.
I mean, we were talking about culture and moving on how you like actions and swords and how much it means to you when you're a kid and how you see it as an art form.
Yeah. No, I lost.
Don't lose it.
Hold on. Okay. Now I kind of see it like as. Yes, a representation of Japanese culture, but like now it's just humanity because like what anime artists try to do, they try to give them like no distinguishable features, So in a way, it's kind of like the most diverse art form.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I see.
Like when you look at an anime character, you don't just assume, oh, they're Asian. Like the only way you would know that is because of like their name.
Yeah.
Or you look at someone like Yoruichi Shihawi, and you would like, oh,
Yeah.
she's black, but is she like all the way though?
Yeah.
With a name like that?
I mean, it just kind of goes to show like what when you watch something, they don't look Asian, but there's some characters that do, some characters that don't. So at the same time, it's a push for Japanese culture, but it's something that's so
It's so
generalized.
inclusive. It tries to be so inclusive without being so specific. Does that make sense?
Because it brings in all kinds of people who don't look Japanese and they have Japanese names. They speak Japanese with sub if you watch it in sub. So it's cool to watch that. It's cool to see that. But what I really wanted to get at is just like from everything that's on this planet, why does anime bring so much life to you? Like, dig deep, because I'll during this break I was like really focusing on myself internally, and so I wanted to like try and hit big for this topic until we go on to the next one. So like, exactly why does anime bring you so much joy? What does it do for you in your life right now?
Story time.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
So my first year of college, this was about 2-3 years ago. About 2-3 years ago, I met this girl named Alice. She was like by far the best pianist I had ever met in my life. And so like we would always like go to the studio together, record just random notes she would play.
Cool.
And then this was in April, might add.
Oh no, I know exactly what's happening.
No, she ended up passing away. And bear in mind, the week before she passed away, we watched Your Lie in April together.
Oh god, that cuts deep.
And just so now whenever I watch that show, well, for a long time when I watched that show after she passed away, I couldn't help but think of just me and Alice. And then recently, I actually forced myself to go back down that rabbit hole. I'm like, you know what? You're gonna watch the show again, and you're gonna feel it again.
That's awesome.
And just
that's really awesome, dude.
It brought back some old emotions, reopened some old wounds, but it's like, don't cry because it's over, like smile because it happened. Do you feel? Yeah.
And you just become so much stronger at the same time. That's really awesome, dude. I love that.
What about you, man?
Oh, buddy. So this goes back to when I watched Devilman.
Oh.
It's an extremely bizarre but sad, but it's real. Like, it's very, very real in the world we live in right now. Because, you see, the thing is with Devilman, because one, it goes along with my religion as a Christian, and with Devilman, it really brings in the symbolism of me as a African American, because for my entire life, I've always been told that I'm not like everyone else. And so watching Devilman made me feel connected with the main character, Akira, when he gained his devil powers, because everyone saw him for what he was physically. And internally, Akira was not that. Even though, yes, he was a part of... I'm not saying this for a real world perspective, I'm talking about in the show. In the show, yes, like, you know, these demons were wreaking havoc on the city, but from Akira's actions and from him trying to do good and maintaining his humanity and doing everything in his power to show that, you know, he is still human. He may not look like it, but he still has a heart. He still has 10 fingers and toes like everyone else. And yes, maybe some wings and coated fur on his legs.
And, you know, some fangs.
Some fangs. But you see, the thing is, it's like, you know, this was during the time when I was a teenager as well. And so Akira, when he gained his devil powers, he then started experiencing all these kinds of things that normally teenagers are exposed to very, very profusely nowadays in the 21st century, because we have so much access to stuff. And most definitely is like, you know, I had a big heart when I was younger too, and that really, really kind of like dimed down a lot to what happened around in our world. And so I really related with Akira the most when, you know, I see him crying for someone else. And I always had that sympathy of helping others around me. And so really that just goes to show from square one, from start to finish, Akira would never change who he was. When he got his devil powers and when he died as a devil, he was still the same man that he was from start to finish. So that just really spoke to me a lot.
I'm actually glad you brought up Devilman, because that's another show that I literally can't bring myself to go watch, because it's so... I don't want to say real, but yes, that does happen. Because number one, humanity was evil. Is evil.
It is. And it goes to bring the question, I'm sorry to cut you off. Who is really the devil? Humans? Or...
like humans who judge people based on the way they look.
Yeah. Humans or the freaking demons.
Who are trying to help people.
Yeah. So...
no, and two, like the ending of that show, like sometimes evil does win. Sometimes things don't turn out for the best.
But at the same time, evil does get what they want, but not really, because at the same time we find out that Satan is in love with Akira. And he was trying to create a world for both Akira and him to live together, but at the end he just basically ended up being alone yet again. And so that also just brings up a lot of things with like greed and going for your passions but for the wrong reasons, you know? Because that ended up destroying Satan in the long run. But continue. I didn't mean to cut you off of what you were saying.
No, that was the rest of my thought. Like sometimes evil does win in the end, and that's just the way the dice roll sometimes.
But at the same time, there's always a recycle. There's always a place where it's going to pass, and good is going to come back.
Indeed, what goes around does come around.
So. Yes, as sad as Devilman was, how it ended was actually the same way how the show, the prequel episode of how Satan came into the world, it actually started. So it's restarting all over again. So this kind of goes back into the show now going from a philosophical type of thing. How many times do you think Satan has been doing that?
Probably a lot.
Because...
Probably more times than we can count, than either of us can count.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, either way, so now let's go on to the anime stuff. Whew,
like the actual
heavy. That was heavy.
not like the political existential crisis anime talk. Let's get into like the actual I have problems talk now.
Oh god.
Attack on Titan fans, we need to have a talk. Y'all will scream to the top of the heavens that the show is goated. And let me tell you, it is not.
Oh no.
For two reasons.
Oh no.
Plot armor and coincidence.
Oh god.
Plot armor, Rhina should be dead 3 times over. Coincidence, you expect me to believe, like just out of nowhere, that Aaron's mother, Carla, was eaten by Zeke's old wife?
Oh god. That was such a fucked up thing for the the writer to do. He's just like, let's make this Titan eat Aaron's mom. But then 2 seasons later, let's show the viewers that the person that ate Aaron's mom was Aaron's stepmom. You take 2 characters, actually give them room to grow, Ymir and Historia. They do stuff in season 2 and 3, and then you just shove them aside in season 4. Also, you opened up season 4 with these 4 kids I don't give a fuck about. Oh my gosh.
And then y'all are
Oh god.
Hold on, I'm not done. Fans, y'all are mad at Aaron now for wanting to get revenge on the people who killed his parents?
What? Wait, people are mad about that?
People are suddenly mad at Attack on Titan season 4. Oh, because he's a war criminal now. Need I remind people, this show was never about Aaron saving the world.
No.
Ever.
First thing that Aaron said was he's gonna kill everyone.
This was about, always, Aaron getting revenge on the people who killed his family.
I mean, he literally said it on the latest episode that with like the confronting Rhina, he was like, yo, so like, you know, I spent some time with your peoples. You know, they're good, they're cool.
You're still dead though.
Yeah, it's like, how did it feel breaking down the wall? How did it feel to find out that you were the reason my mother died? Did it feel good?
And also, I just want to add, the Eldians, the people in the wall on Paradise, had no idea about the conflict. The Marlians, they knew. So they're not entirely innocent.
No. And the thing is, at the same time, there are no heroes in the story, but there are 2 wrong sides in this.
Yes.
Indefinitely. Like, Marlians, they should not have treated those people in Paradise like that. Because they literally left the people of Marley because they were trifling. And Paradise was just like, you know what? We're gonna chill.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
Yeah, we're fine. It sucks for Paradise because they have to find the butt end of Marley's rage. But still, Paradise should have, like, maybe have done something to show, like, yo, we're not animals, we're cool. But Marley is too hard-headed to realize, oh, wait, they're kind of like us. But we don't care because you guys can turn into a man-eating beast. But it's fine. We're just gonna kill you anyways.
And also, y'all did Emir dirty. Y'all killed Emir off screen.
Yes.
In the time jump after she did nothing in season 3.
Ugh.
Y'all did Emir dirty.
Ymir was so fire in season 1
Emir was
and
so
2.
cool. I loved her.
She was fire. She was literally the realest person out of the entire squad, other than Mikasa. But the reason why Mikasa is second is because she was kind of loving up on her cousin.
Also, unpopular opinion, Mikasa's not that great of a character. In season 1, she's great because she's actually growing, and then season 2 forward, she's just like, protect Eren at all costs. I'm like, can your personality be something other than Eren?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I felt like, it was forced with Mikasa and Eren. Because it felt like watching Eren kind of like have Mikasa follow him everywhere he goes.
Watching the show, I don't care about the romance. I just want to see Eren, turn into a Titan, punch Rhina. Also, the show is like, has very sexual undertones. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Like the whole wrestling match between Annie and Eren. It was getting steamy in there.
Yeah, no pun intended.
No, and then with Eren and Rhina and
oh my goodness. My gosh, bro. But one thing I just want to know is why they just have to, like, I know this is gonna boil your blood. Why did they have to let Levi be dumb for the one moment when we know Levi was not gonna be dumb?
Are you talking about the Beast Titan?
Yes.
No, that's another unpopular opinion. The show should have ended at season 3. Like, really, it should have ended there with them just killing everyone. Because Levi received a direct order from Erdogan, kill the Beast Titan. And the one time in the entire show he hesitates.
Like, he wasn't gonna hesitate for choosing between freaking
Armin and Erdogan?
Yeah. Erdogan and Ottoman. He would not hesitate. He was gonna choose his captain over Ottoman. But when it came to killing the Beast Titan, hold up, I'm gonna pause for like 3 seconds and let him talk. Next thing you know, the Crate Titan comes in and saves his ass, and then there he goes. Also, season 4.
Armin should have died. Like, I'm not saying that I'm unhappy that Armin is alive, but he should have died.
Because there's no way he would be able to survive.
The man got cooked.
Titan.
The man got cooked. Like, all his skin got burned off.
Dude, there is no way for him to survive because the Colossal Titan's heat is probably the equivalent to a volcano.
Yeah.
And for someone to be that close, that's literally you jumping in to a volcano.
That man should have become charred.
Like,
he was.
He should have been ash. So that probably goes along with your plot armor right there.
Yes. Like, just there's so much plot. I understand that plot armor can be done.
This is where the downfall of many, many, many fans who loved Game of Thrones on that one episode.
I understand plot armor can be done well sometimes, but just Rhina took a sword to the neck and to the chest, and he lived. And their excuse was, he moved his consciousness to his body, but Levi had a sword through his heart. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That man should have died. He took rockets to the face.
Yes.
And lived.
Yes. And I was just like, wait, they can do that?
Jean had his swords digging in Rhina's neck. And he lived!
It's just like, yeah, you cut my head off, but my toe is still around, so I moved my consciousness to the one singular toe.
And also they're wasting their characters. Like, Annie hasn't done anything since season 1.
But they brought Annie's dad in the picture in the latest episode. And they're talking about, my daughter's still alive. She said she will come back home. She will come home to me. And we all know that chick is gonna stay in a block of ice till the end of time. Like, the whole world is gonna end. She's gonna come out and she's gonna be like,
all I'm gonna say is, if Annie does come back, don't have her fight for Marley. That's just stupid.
I think she didn't even give a shit about Marley.
I don't know anymore.
Like, I'm pretty sure while they were there, Annie was just like, yeah, fuck this, we're going home. Like, I'm done. And Rhina was the one who instigated them to stay because you're just like, do you guys really want to lose your Titan powers right now?
That would also mean they would die, but...
Yeah. But, I don't know. Annie is chilling right now. Figuratively and literally. She is chilling.
Well, I had
That's a lot to unpack for that in one show. I enjoyed the show. It's great.
I like the show, but to say it's a goated show, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Not like Promised Neverland.
These are my unpopular opinions. Eren is a moron. Mikasa's not that great of a character. Erdogan didn't have a clue what the fuck he was doing. Levi should lead the scouts.
Who's the second guy?
Erwin.
Erwin? What about Erwin?
That man has no idea what he's doing with the scouts. Levi should have led them from the start.
Yeah, Levi should have really led them.
Historia, Krista, and Ymir and Levi are the best characters in the show.
Hence why everyone's loving them.
Until they're basically written out.
Yeah.
Historia is the sweetest being ever. I love her so much.
Her dad's an asshole.
Yeah,
good thing he got cratered.
Sasha and Connie should get... Why is there not more of Sasha and Connie? Potato Girl and...
Potato Girl is elite! Bro.
Sir, that's not half.
I just... And also, I wanted more to do with Connie's family.
Yes!
Like, that was so swept under the rug. I was like, oh shit, that's Connie's mom.
No, Connie...
3 episodes later, she's gone.
Connie's family turned into a Titan? Well, guess that's getting swept under the rug. I'm like, okay, that's cool, I guess.
Like, what happened to Connie's psyche? How is he doing? What is happening with Connie right now? Just that simple one right there.
Overall, people are saying Season 3 was the best season. It was so dragged. That one battle for which, granted, I understand. It was the battle for Walmaria. That took 10 episodes to get done.
Dude, it took 5 episodes for this current season for them to just get Rhina and Eren in the same room.
Yo, and also Season 4 is starting off on a weak start. Not even about the animation. I don't give a fuck about these kids. I don't care about Gabby. I don't care about Colt. I don't care about Falco. I want to see Eren kick some ass.
No, legit. The first episode, the very first sequence was fire. I loved it. It was great. But then it just went off into these kids. I was just like,
no, it was great. Just I don't care about these kids.
Yeah,
I don't.
I was gonna be exactly where you were, and I was just like, you know what? They're not gonna pull this shit out. They're just gonna drag this shit along. So I'm just gonna be here for the story. I'm just gonna write this shit out.
They're trying to show us the other side of the conflict with Marley. Mm-hmm. They're doing a terrible job of it because they all know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They're all on the side of the fence Eldians are evil.
Yep.
When the Eldians have completely forgot about this conflict.
Yep. And the Eldians were just chilling in the walls.
They're just
not giving a shit.
They're just trying to survive.
And I loved the fact that the Warhammer Titan family, I forgot the last name of the family. I'm trying to remember. But the head of the family, I'm forgetting his name, but I hope you guys know who I'm talking about. When he tells the truth that the king of the Eldinians was like, yo, I'm not cool with this conflict. We're gonna head out because I want peace. And the people of Marley are the ones trying to disrupt the peace. The entire concept of the founding Titan was for peace.
Joey, that's another thing.
Peace.
The coordinate that Eren got at the end of Season 2, he doesn't use it at all in Season 3.
He doesn't!
I'm just like, Eren, you have the strongest power in this world, and you're not using it.
Nope.
What the fuck?
You had all those Titans. Did he have him eat Rhina? He had them eat someone. Oh no, they had to eat the Titan that killed his mom.
Yes.
You had that power. And that was probably the last episode of Season 2, wasn't it?
Yes.
And after that...
Didn't touch it at all.
Nope, gone. And when there's a huge army in front of Wall Maria with the Beast Titan...
Bruh.
Nope.
Bruh.
Nope.
I'm like, dude, can't you just sick... the entire time I was watching, I'm like, dude, can't you just sick them all on Zeke?
Mm-hmm. Zeke is right there.
I will say that's gonna be a fun
fight?
A fun revelation for Eren to find out that him and Zeke are half brothers.
I thought they already said that.
Did they?
I think they did.
Oh.
I don't know. Who knows? But either way, Season 4, pick it up already. Just pick it up already.
This is supposed to be the last season, and I'm just like so.
Like, we're 5 episodes in, and you're just now getting aired.
Like, and I'm just so uninterested. If I had to rank the seasons, I would say season 2, season 1, season 3, season 4. Like I really don't like season 4.
Like, I am there for the story. Cool. That's why I'm fine with season 4. But me, as a fan of Attack on Titan, because of the crazy shit that you guys dropped on us, literally dropped on us, from seasons 1, maybe a little bit of 2. From those 2 halves, I was already ready for something crazy to happen in season 4. Mm-hmm. Which, granted, it somewhat did. In the very
now it's
beginning.
starting to pick up.
Now it's starting to pick up again. But you had me wait for days. For days. For them just to have Eren turn into a Titan. For Eren to get in the same room with Reina. And also, yes, I get it. Eren's doing some shits behind the scenes. He was working as a double agent, trying to do the exact same thing that Reina did to his family. But it would have been nice if,
if we got a little bit of them beforehand.
Yeah. And, probably that would have made this thing drawn out a lot more. Because they only, released, 12, 13 episodes a season? Or 20?
This one is going to be 16.
16?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's going to be short, too.
Bro, we're already almost a quarter of the way through.
We are a quarter of the way through. This was episode 5.
Yeah, and episode 6 is coming. Jesus, bro. It's ridiculous.
Just, Reina, Zeke, and Bertolt should have died at the end of season 3. And season 4 should have focused on Annie.
I thought Bertolt is dead.
No, all of them should have died. Bertolt died, Reina lived, Zeke got the fuck out of there.
Because the Crit Titan saved his ass.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but...
They all should have died at the end of season 3. They all should have died at the end of season 3, and then season 4 should have focused on Annie.
Or...
If they really wanted to do this declaration of war story, they should have had Annie wake up from her coma and just wreak some havoc.
Shit, she would be the literal... Oh, how it would break loose if Annie came back when everyone else is on the other side. Hell, that's if there's anyone still on this island. Because we don't even know what the hell happened in that 5 to 7 year time gap.
It was 4 years.
Yeah, in that 4 year time gap, what the hell happened?
As far as I know, those 4 years was just them crossing the sea to get to... What the fuck, where are they?
I don't know.
The Marley territory.
Yeah. Alright, what else do you have? Because, like I said, I did not come in with a list, but I did have that pretty deep question.
Toradora. I've sent you on a rabbit hole of good old
This man! Him? Our friends? I don't know who a third subject or thing to blame
I sent him on a rabbit hole of rom-com anime. How's that going for you?
I'm currently watching Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun.
Oh.
And I haven't picked it up because I was doing stuff for homework and music, so I wasn't able to do anything like that. But I did complete Maid-sama Toradora. Well, actually, no, I did not complete Maid-sama. I just found out that there's another season. Yes. But I did finish season 1.
There is?
I thought there was a second season for Maid-sama. Didn't we talk about that?
Netflix has them grouped in one season.
Oh, they haven't grouped it? Okay, so then, yeah, I'm done with Maid-sama. So yeah, I'm done with Maid-sama.
The series ends with Usui and Misa. Spoiler alert. Why am I saying spoiler? This show is over a decade old.
Yeah, but yeah, Usui and Misa finally confess.
The show ends with them getting together.
Yeah, and then I finished
finally
Toradora, and I gotta say, I want more. I was trying to watch Code Geass, and I just couldn't get into it because I was just trying to watch another rom-com anime. I was trying to laugh. I was trying to feel love and feel all fuzzy and warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, Code Geass got weird.
Yeah, I mean, Code Geass is a little interesting, but after watching Your Darling in France, I was just like, all right, what else is new? The simple fact that it's just one person inside a mecha, is it a mecha or a giant robot?
Yeah.
I don't know. But is one person inside. I had to watch a show where the female is in the doggy style.
Getting manhandled.
Yeah, and the guy is in the back. Okay, yeah, I've seen enough.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is where this is going.
But either way, my review on Toradora. My Gloria.
Hold on. I have a question. What was your reaction to Ryuji? Oh my goodness, Ryuji saying they should go get married.
Honestly,
They were dead ass gonna drop out of high school, go get married.
honestly, I have friends who are already doing that now.
But to drop out of high school, run away from home, and elope. That was their plan.
I don't know. I didn't really have much of a problem with the plan. Like, it was sudden. It came out of nowhere.
No, it was sudden, but like the entire time I'm thinking, Ryuji, that's a terrible idea.
I think that's what, like, I don't know. It's a bad idea. But it was a bad idea, but I understand why they came to that conclusion. Because Ryuji, you know, I don't know what Ryuji is. But Taiga, I mean, she has a shitty dad. She doesn't like, what?
Her stepmom.
Yeah, her stepmom. And what about her real mom? I don't think she ever...
I don't even remember her showing up in the show.
Yeah, I don't think she ever mentions her real mom. So, Taiga's already by herself. And she doesn't like anyone. All she has is Ryuji.
Aw.
But, yeah. Oh, man. Honestly, it was a show that was waiting to, like, you know... It was just waiting to happen. That's all I was had to say. It's like, when is Ryuji and Taiga finally gonna end this fucking charade and get together? Like, because this is annoying. And there was a brief moment where I actually thought to myself, what if it never happens and everyone went off their separate ways? Like, you know, Ryuji gets with Mirin.
Like, the actual pairing that they were starting at the start of the show actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I'll be honest, if you really look into the show, it was never going to happen anyway.
No.
Like, the show is a play on the tiger and dragon myth.
Yeah.
Ryuji even references it in the first 2 episodes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, but it was a very lovely, lovely show. And I enjoyed the dynamic from that friend group in general, because you have the golden boy student, and you have Ryuji, who is the germaphobe / awkward guy, popular girl, and then the hot, palm top tiger. And I love that chemistry, and I love the dynamic of how closely intertwined. Oh, and also I forgot about Mirin, the all-star athlete and star student as well. It's just like, I love that dynamic they all had, and it was close, and it had that rivalry at the same time, but it still brought back that high school feel, you know? And it was really good to go back into that lifestyle and just have a blast with all these crazy things that happens. And I already told you, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know, that I have a thing for tsunderes. So I was already like kind of geeking up on, like, you know, Taiga and shit like that. But later on, after watching the show, after, like, you know, I was doing that whole personal type shit and looking deep within myself, I always came back to the character, freaking the girl that I said I don't like,
Ami.
I'm starting to like Ami now, because I have a little bit more with Ami, a little bit more in common with Ami.
No, once you like look at the end of the show, you kind of see she was kind of done dirty.
Yeah, a little bit. And that's the thing, Ryuji, you're kind of dumb, kid, but at the same time, I understand. If I were him, I would have.
No, just with,
I don't know if I would have tried Ami,
with
but
Ami, I understand your point. Like, she was Two-Face, and that was her like story. She was learning to be not that.
Yeah. And
no, I felt bad. I felt bad for her at the end of the show, because like she was basically back at square one.
Yeah, pretty much. And honestly, I don't think Ami, wasn't there like some same like gay relationship possibly with Minari and Ami? No,
that is one thing that they hated each other.
Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I had that feeling.
No, do you not remember that fight? Like, they were literally fighting in the snow. Like, and it was pretty intense too.
I mean, shit.
No, which I understand. The world was a different place in 2007, but there was like hair pulling. Oh my, it was bad.
Oh, it was pretty bad. I'm trying to remember who else. Did Ami fight Taiga? No, Taiga fought
the girl who
the drill sergeant girl.
The girl who looks like Ami. I forgot her name.
Yeah, well, I call her drill sergeant. But yeah, it was a fun show. I enjoyed that. Now, Maid Sama. Oh, boy.
That was one of the first romance anime I ever watched.
Yeah.
That was quite a blast from the past when you told me you were watching that.
And I gotta say, I kind of like Maid Sama a little bit more. than Toradora.
No, it wasn't like that. People say Toradora is the OG. No, it's not. Maid-sama is. Which actually, no, maybe they came out the same year.
No, I think Maid-sama came in later. It was after Toradora.
I'm checking now. Hold on.
Because Toradora came from 2008, and I think Maid-sama was 2010. Because a lot of what Toradora influenced
Maid-sama
came from in Maid-sama.
Maid-sama
came to Maid-sama.
Maid-sama came in 2005.
Oh, Maid-sama was 2005?
Toradora came...
2008 or 7?
2008.
Yeah, so Maid-sama was first.
Maid-sama was first.
But, yeah, I enjoyed Maid-sama because, one, tsundere, of course, but I was hilarious.
I think that was a line in the show. It's not like I like her or anything.
Yeah. And Usui was funny, but he was sus. Because I was just like, alright, Usui, what's your game?
Yo, that boy was literally stalking her sometimes.
Literally, he was stalking her. So I didn't like Usui. I just thought he was funny. And he's weird. And I loved the moments where Misa would have that like devil face or whatever, and everything would change, and she'll go like gun-ho on all the co-students.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny. I love that dynamic and sharing how much she really cares about the students and the school. And it was really funny moments. And also it shows a difference in both dub and sub. Because I just like, I had a curious thought. I was just like, what does this sound like in sub? It sounds a lot better in sub. Like when they're trying to do those intimidating moments. Because there's like parts where they'll have whispering and stuff like that in the background to add the intimidation factor. And I was just like, whoa, this is creepy. So that kind of made me a little bit more scared of Misa than I was before. And honestly, I just want to say that this show doesn't have a filter, but at the same time, it knows when it's pushing the envelope a little bit. So Toradora, it was more on the simplicity of it.
Toradora was mainly more about the group.
Yeah.
Maid-sama was about like Usui and Misa.
So it was a direct focus, but and at the same time, when they tried to introduce another character, it worked into the relationship of these two because Usui would have to compete with that person that would come into the picture. And I kind of wish they did a little bit more with the guy from the prep school. The one that looks like Usui, but is kind of a weird perv, and he's a pimp. And I just love those like love triangles and how easily that junk gets eliminated when Usui enters the picture, because that just really kind of makes it a lot easier for the consumer just to watch the show and just be like, all right, it's these two, it's their story. Adding someone in, he has to be like some sort of antagonist to the character. But I love what they did with Hinata.
Is that her sister?
No, Hinata is her old best friend.
Right.
That came back from out of nowhere and it was like, yo, I want you to be my girlfriend. I love you. And that, I actually enjoyed that little love triangle, especially because those three actually had something that complemented to the relationship that Misa and Usui had in the coming up of the show. So, enjoyed that character development. And also, I feel like Hinata was kind of a little undercooked. I think they could have done a little bit more with him.
I hardly
like that right there.
This is gonna say I hardly remember anyone other than Usui and Misa.
Exactly.
Just because their relationship was so great.
Yeah. And also, the one character, and she is my favorite character, is Misa's friend with the glasses. I'm trying to remember her name, but I don't know. I'm sorry about that. She is funny as hell. She is a realist and she goes straight to the point. Because when her one friend, Sakura, will start acting up or do something stupid, homie will come in and check her up and just go like, dude, what the f*** are you doing? Get your shit together. And then I remember for the one episode when Sakura was trying to get one of those guys in the boy band that she really liked, and she was not paying any attention. Her ass was like so out of it. She was staring out the window. She was just like not paying no mind to this. But then when shit started spiraling with like the lead singer trying to get with Misa and completely wrecking Sakura's heart, you could see like her reaction with the freaking like vein popping in the back of her head. I thought that was funny, but I like that character the most because I'm all about the realist. The realist is hilarious.
Alright, that all you got for Maid-sama? Do you have more? I went in my giant spiel for Attack on Titan.
Nozaki-kun. I have to come back to you on that one because I'm still watching that. I'm like just in the first 4 episodes.
No, since we're talking about rom-coms, this is the show I really do recommend to you.
Oh no! Is it gonna make me?
Hold on, wait, where is it? Bunny girl Senpai. Now you see that girl everywhere.
Yeah, I do see the bunny girl everywhere.
Now, what's great about the show? You know how Usui and Misa got together at the end of the show?
Yes.
Mai and Sakata get together at the start of the show.
Does it do this?
No.
Or it just comes like.
It's just they're together and it doesn't do like any of the typical rom-com stuff like that. It's just they are together, they are loyal together.
Oh wow.
That's something you just don't see in anime.
Loyalty.
Like the show tries to insert a love triangle with this little side character, and like Sakura's like, no, I love Mai. I'm like, yeah, you know what? We stand that. Good on you, man.
Yeah. That's awesome.
We love seeing healthy relationships in anime.
Yeah, because you don't really get a lot of those.
You don't.
You really don't. Because they always end one of 3 ways. Their spouse is dead, heartbreak, or just find someone else and they're just like, no, hey, this ain't working. Okay, cool, bye. But healthy, loyal relationships in an anime?
No, like there's one moment that could be like a love triangle, like it's a misunderstanding. Within like 10 minutes, Mai shows up to his house like, tell me what happened earlier right now. Oh. And and then they work it out, and then there you go. That's it.
Wow, nice. See, quick, easy, simple.
You see what happens when you talk to your partner's kids? You work things out, you get better.
And y'all can go back to doing what y'all doing. There's no arguing, no fuss, no muss. Don't dance around the answer. Don't try to lie to them.
Yeah.
And you're good. It's that simple.
Either you're loyal or you're not. There is no in between.
Yep. All right. What is on the menu now?
Well, we have Mandalorian.
Oh wait, we forgot about Promise Neverland.
Oh yeah, Promise Neverland. Oh. Promise Neverland. I was not expecting that show to take such a drastic turn
in the first episode.
Now I heard the show gets dark. I'm thinking in my mind, how bad can it be? Mm-hmm. Well, a kid is murdered, flowers growing out of their stomach, and they eat them in the first episode.
I'll have you know, trigger warning. If you are sensitive to children being harmed, skip this part now.
Or turn it off. One of those.
Whatever works. But now moving on. Spoiler alert for Promise Neverland.
And one thing I like about the show is that the kids aren't entirely innocent either.
No, they're not. And the girl who died in the very first episode, she is 6 years old.
She was innocent though. She deserved better. Innocent.
But
Norman was in on it first of all, and then they turned him. Mm-hmm. Wait, Norman. No, Ray was in on it. Norman, I think, is in on it. Either he was in on it before, or now he's in on it.
Norman's too much of an intellect.
No, that kid is smart.
That kid is dummy smart, but I think he's not, because obviously if he was in on it, then he wouldn't be as shocked as he was with Emma. Even though he could have been a very good actor.
Fair point.
Who knows? But Norman's not dense. Like he can put 2 and 2 together very quickly.
No, but Emma's the most. I feel like she's gonna snap.
Oh no, she definitely says.
Because we talked about this. You wouldn't do that to me. Would you, Ray?
No. And definitely give major props to the animators and the drawers, everyone who worked super hard on those scenes to give those expressions to the characters. Crazy.
Thanks, I hate it.
Crazy good.
To children, might I add.
I never thought an innocent character, a wholesome character, child mother can be so intimidating. Like, that's the thing that goes so crazy.
Isabel broke her leg.
No effort. She was just like, snap.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But, like, this show goes 0 to 100
very quickly.
Extremely quickly. But I really find that so messed up that this lady does that to children, and she has no remorse. I mean, later on we find out in the show she kind of has feelings for them, but
it's like a eat or be eaten kind of situation.
Like, it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
But even if you are the fittest, you're going to die. Because Norman, Emma, and Ray, the strongest out of all the children. Emma being the strongest physically, but the strongest out of the entire group because, you know, they were the smartest. They were like the main course.
No, they were like dessert.
Everyone else was dessert. Those three were the main course. Like, oh my gosh. No show has ever made me feel so happy that it is okay to be dumb. Because if you're dumb, that means you get to live a little bit longer. Maybe.
No, it's the other way around.
Actually, no, because that's what happened to the 6-year-old.
If you're smart, then you get to live till you're 12.
Yeah, because they actually
if
let
you're
you
dumb,
develop.
you get sent off earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. So don't be dumb. That's not the answer to anything.
But if you are smart, you're still going to get eaten.
Damn. Like, what was your reaction in the very first episode? Like, what was going through your mind after seeing that?
Okay. Now, I know I had known that the show got dark. No, hold on, let me show you. Have you seen like some of the art and some of the posters for it?
No.
Hold on. Come on. Yeah, what about that is not like eerie and just... That just screams eerie and depressing. Like, you can tell something is not right.
Honestly, that never got to me because I wasn't really that in tune when it came to the cover art until I watched this one video talking about the baby. I forgot his name. Not Franklin.
I don't remember, but I know who you're talking about.
The 4-year-old that was that Emma told about everything, and he took it like a G. He was just like, okay. Like, y'all know who I'm talking about. Like, that kid was being, like, you know, suspected of knowing it all happening. Like, he was in on it. And the guy who was doing this video was talking about how in the cover art that all the kids who are in the picture look at the viewer as if like they know what's happening, they know they're being watched. There was one comic book cover where everyone is not looking at it except for Norman, Ray, and Emma, and then the small child. And that kind of begs the question, is just like, oh, wait a minute.
That's not normal.
Like, it's a much more complex theory, because I'm only saying like the tip of the iceberg, so he goes more in depth. I have to find the YouTube video, so. But yeah, like I knew that right there in itself like was kind of sus from the cover art.
Now, I had heard the show goes like from wholesome to dark very quickly, and I'm thinking, how bad can it be? Because you know, I watched Fate. Spoiler: people got in that show, and I'm thinking how bad can it be? Well, it's pretty bad.
I think it's pretty freaking bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't expect, because I'm not the type of person who sees this stuff online and is just like, yo, don't watch this, or yo, don't listen to this. This sounds crazy, because I'm going to call their bluff. Because normally humans will exaggerate, but sometimes they are telling the truth.
Yeah, people exaggerate, especially in the anime community.
So when I saw that, when I saw Promised Neverland, I thought people were exaggerating.
Yeah.
They weren't. That was the wholehearted truth.
It goes 0 to 100 very quickly.
Yes. So don't call out someone's bluff right off the bat. Have your suspicions.
No, yeah, call their bluff, but like don't
believe in the lie just yet. If it is a lie or not. So don't call it a lie just yet. That actually happened to me last week. French film called The Martyr. My dad...
Oh, I think I heard of that.
Yeah.
I think I watched that last semester.
My dad was talking about it from a YouTube video saying, this is a horror movie that's going to get under your skin. Like, this will fuck you up. And me, being me, I'm like, bet, this ain't shit. I got this in the bag.
Psych.
There has never been a movie to make it... I'm trying to process this. There has never been a movie that made 45 minutes feel like an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh no.
When I tell you this shit goes from a 0 to 100 lightning fast, it goes 0 to 100 lightning fast. Because the movie isn't too crazy when it's on paper, because it's about a main character who survives child abuse and is now living in an orphanage and is suffering from the PTSD from her said attackers. She doesn't know who they are, but she wants to find out who they are. And later on, a few years back, she comes back and finds them. And I'm not going to say anything else, because that is left for you guys to see for yourself. But I'm telling you, just the sheer fact of humans doing that is what made it so scary. Because you'll be watching something and it's just be like, oh wow, it's so nice shiny rainbows, oh wow. Till there's death right out the front doorstep. And I'm not even capping on that. So, movies, TV shows, videos, anything. If you want to test it out, when someone says don't watch it, just be prepared for whatever happens.
No, my philosophy nowadays is take everything with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Like, because if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
If something sounds too bad to be true, sometimes it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, like with the, you know what, let's not even go there. I don't want to go there.
What?
I was going to say with the storming the Capitol.
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. But I will say an example. 2 examples. One being about the horror movie Veronica. Everyone was talking about how, oh yeah, Veronica's crazy. Yo, Veronica's super
a good
scary.
example of that is Sinister.
I went to town on my research paper.
No, people said, oh, it's the scariest movie of all time. Press X to doubt. Yeah, with them shadows, nuh-uh.
I was going to say something messed up, but I'm not going to do it. But, yeah. That's one good example of everyone saying, oh, this is crazy, when it's really not. It's not. But you're
entitled to that opinion.
You're entitled to your opinion. Like, you like what you like, but I'm just going to say this. It ain't woke.
No, you can like what you like, but them shadows, though.
But them characters, though. Like, dude, instantly the movie turned out fine when he made the correlation that one of the monster, Bagul, he looks like one of the Slipknot members. As soon as he made that connection, like, the movie was chilling. I was just like,
bruh,
this ain't scary anymore, because when I see him, I'm gonna see that guy that plays the guitar in freaking Slipknot. I'm not scared anymore. This is literally me watching metal. And another example of calling someone's bluff and being totally unprepared for it was the French movie Love. I don't think it was French, but you know that movie Love on Netflix? Mm-hmm. So everyone was talking about, like, you know, 365 days being super crazy and everyone liking that. And then now there's people like, well, this was way back in like the summertime when 365 days was getting big. When after people said, like, you know, oh, once you're done watching that movie, watch the movie Love. And I'm pretty sure I said this before. I regretted ever pressing on that thumbnail. Literally.
Wait, no, you told me about this.
Yep, I mentioned this on the podcast way back.
It was basically a porno, right?
Yeah, that's why 365 days. But Love just takes it to the next level, to the point where it's just like, this isn't rated R, this is rated X. Like this ain't Cash Money.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, when someone says this, that, and the third, take it with a grain of salt, but don't completely call their bluff.
No, and what? This just came to me now. What came out today? WandaVision.
Yeah.
Like, how did we forget that we talked about this beforehand, too?
I mean, yeah, I was trying to go off. Like, we were on the phone, and I was just going to talk about it, and he was just like, save it for the podcast.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, but WandaVision.
It's weird. Don't say anything about the second episode.
No, I'm not going to say any. I'm not going to say any plot or anything. But the show is. It's weird. It's strange.
It's very strange. Yeah.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the old 1960s sitcom vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of at the point. It's kind of like with the Attack on Titan thing. Like, I just I want to see how this fits in the story.
Yeah.
Instead of just Wanda and Vision in purgatory.
Mm-hmm. I was doing a little bit of research before I watched the show, or this was during the time when the show was announced, and it's a very, very sad story for Wanda. Like, extremely sad story. Because there's been multiple occasions where Wanda gets in so much grief to the point she makes her characters. And so that was one of the predictions for the show.
Yeah, one of the
them actually doing that.
No, yeah, one of the theories was like she's in grief. She literally like makes a fake reality for herself because that's what she does. And number 2 is like that's what they were like in the what was it in Soulstone or
Soulstone? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
because I think Wanda disappeared. Yeah, she disappeared.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so that was one thing. But I would definitely have to jump on with what you said. It is very weird. Because seeing,
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a nice departure from the MCU. It's not just this grayscape with the Avengers. No, it's a sitcom.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's cute, but just that weird feeling where they always get the hit with the question is like, oh, how did you guys meet? How did you guys marry? Where's your wings? Where's your rings? And they always hit with the
even in the first episode, it's starting to feel like it's dragging because just like they ask that question so many times, like where's this? Can y'all just get to the part where like you don't know?
And they try to remember, and I'm just like, yeah, you guys don't know. There's no point in trying to figure this out. Oh, I'm trying to burp. Okay, nope, it's gone. Like, you guys need to come to the realization something is very wrong here. And if anything else, I think hopefully episode 2 will help out with whatever I'm going through right now. But yeah, WandaVision, very, very interesting. It's very interesting. I'm actually kind of excited what they're gonna come up with next.
I'm like in this weird limbo skip where I'm excited for what they're gonna do with Wanda, because I'll admit they have given her the shaft. They have not done much with her.
They did her justice what she did with Thanos. That was great.
You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
Oh, you will.
God damn!
Whoa, bah, 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 bah. Epic. Legendary.
Beautiful.
Dude, I'm telling you, when the theater was roaring when she came out, bro.
Yeah.
They were roaring.
I was one of them.
Bro, literally, I was
like, yeah, get in there!
I was like, oh,
kill
shit,
that bastard!
Get fucked up! Oh, my goodness.
Fuck him up!
Yo, world star!
Yo, he dead!
D-E-D, dead! We spell it D-E-A-D, dead.
No, it's
I know,
D-E-D.
Dead. It's for the meme. Man. WandaVision.
Alright, anything else we got? Because I think we're right out of time.
Mando.
Oh, right, Mando. Did you want to talk about Mando?
I'm fine with it. Right. I'm actually cool with it.
So, Mando.
This is our first episode back. Let's kind of go a little overboard.
Okay, so the ending of Mando. I'll admit, I was... I was not feeling Luke at the end of it. Not because of the bad CGI, just like I felt like... It felt too fan servicey.
I was agree with you. It does feel a little weird for Luke to be back, but I felt weird with the fact like it just felt like they could have done someone else. Maybe
they could have. No, like I saw one of the theories was Cal Kestis, who was, if you don't know, the protagonist of Fallen Order. I think that would have been a nice way to bring Cal into the.
Yeah, I thought they would probably bring in another Jedi that we don't know about, but yeah, Luke Skywalker coming in. It was a sour taste in my mouth for sure. My friend mentioned
it wasn't a sour taste. It was just
for me. It was a sour taste. Yeah, but my friend mentioned that what if someone came in and it turns out the person who was coming in for Yoda was a Sith Lord, and they just gave it to him and he walked out, and they don't know that this guy is a Sith Lord. They all think he's a Jedi, and so the show would end with everyone thinking, oh yeah, he's a Jedi, but we as the viewers will know that ain't a Jedi, that's a Sith Lord. So that was like one of like the what if endings they would do.
One thing I kind of thought was a missed opportunity, he didn't name himself. With like Bo-Katan in the same room who knew his father. Like, he could have said, are you a Jedi? Yes, I'm Luke Skywalker. Bo-Katan, like, I'm sorry, what was your name?
He's like,
Skywalker?
Right? It's just like, you're whose son now? But yeah, I mean, they could have done a little bit more with it because it felt very, very out of nowhere. Like,
It felt too Deus Ex Machina.
yeah, because seeing Luke Skywalker come in and out, and I actually did not know that was the last episode when I was watching it. I thought there was like 2 more coming out. That was what I was feeling. Just finally burped. It was a small burp, I know, and whatever. But I thought there was going to be a little bit more to what they were giving, but when it just hit with the Mando story's over and in comes Boba Fett.
I hope Mando's not over.
I really hope so, because honestly,
Like I'm excited for Boba Fett, but just they've created this character Din. Like Djarin is a part of the Star Wars universe now.
he saved the universe.
I wouldn't say that, but Clone Wars season 7.
I mean, yes, along with Clone Wars season 7, but with Mandalorian, he kind of helped out a pack.
No, yes, I'm not.
He brought in the new and old.
I'm not saying that Mando didn't help, but I'm just saying don't
don't discredit or don't forget about season 7. I think season 7 did justice to the older fan audience, but I believe Mando was a big help because it brought in the newer, older,
Okay, I'll believe that.
like, and all that stuff. But no, definitely would agree with you with like the whole thing going on with season 7. That was definitely a big powerhouse right there.
And I wouldn't say that aside from Rise of Skywalker, I wouldn't say that the films completely just destroyed the Star Wars canon.
It just didn't really
didn't
do
help.
much. It was like a placebo, bro.
Yeah.
It's just there. It didn't do anything. Like, it looks like it feels like it,
But it didn't.
but it didn't do anything. Yeah.
But these new shows that are coming,
Bad Batch. Oh yeah.
Bad Batch, Ahsoka.
I will say they did a very good job with Ahsoka.
I'm so excited. And no, I told you this. I was really scared for live action Ahsoka.
No, you were supremely scared.
I would. And I'm so glad they did her right.
And it fits. Like, I see her, I'm just like, yep, that's definitely Ahsoka Tano right there.
Hold on, what else got announced? Ahsoka got announced. Bad Batch got announced last year.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi got announced.
Kenobi, that's right. And Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader.
Yes! Yes!
I wonder how they're gonna work that in.
Heck yeah! How old is Hayden Christensen?
I think he's like in his 30s.
Really?
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah. That must be mean. He was pretty young when he was doing Star Wars.
Hayden.
He had to be like in his 20s.
No, truth, I'm surprised he came back at all, because after how the fan base treated him after Revenge of the Sith came out.
What did they do?
Dog, do you not remember that phase?
Dude, all I know is fucking my friend Sid.
No, before
who's in love with it.
before the sequels came out, everyone hated the prequels.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Like, they hated everything about the prequels. Like, the child actor for Anakin burned all his Star Wars stuff because they treated him so badly.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Yeah, so Hayden Christensen is 39.
Oh wow, yeah, he's just hitting 40.
That boy's young.
Yeah. Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah. But dang, that fan base really just tore that little boy's soul? Oh. No. No, we're not about that.
We're not about that.
Oh man, that's a little boy. Damn.
Hold on, what? Now if I can find the post, what got announced?
This is pod racing kid. That's the pod racing kid.
Trying to find where to go.
No, that's my boy.
Okay,
Now
Rangers.
that's pod racing.
Rangers of the New Republic got announced. Ahsoka
Rangers.
got announced. What I'm personally excited for. Oh my god!
I'm here for Bad Batch, baby. And also we get to see, was it Fives?
Visions got announced. Yeah, Fives. In
Yeah, we
Bad
get to see
Batch.
Fives again. Oh man,
No, these
Fives
two-
did not look good.
These two new shows, Visions and Willow, which I have no idea.
Visions is short stories of Jedi Masters.
And then Willow got announced. And Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Oh, and Andor.
Andor.
He was one of the people from Rogue One, which... If you like Rogue One, that's fine, but I just personally found it very boring.
Honestly,
I hardly remember any of the characters, aside from Jin.
I mean, Rogue One was important only to, like, you know, the beginning of the first trilogy.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. But, I mean, Rogue One, I see its merit to it, but I had some fun with Rogue One, so I thought it was pretty good. Really, it was Han Solo for me.
No, I didn't like Solo either.
Yeah, I was like, Solo, I was just like, this feels meh. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. But, yeah. I might have to see it. Who knows?
Or anything else we got before we go?
I'm chilling. I'm vibing, dude. Hope y'all are having a good day.
Yeah, I hope y'all having a nice new year. Well, a nice-ish new year.
Well, hey,
However.
we just hope you have a great new year. And we're happy for you guys to be back here on the channel. We're glad to be back because this has been long overdue.
Long overdue.
So
We took a fat break.
but it was Christmas and Corona. And then Christmas, but then Corona.
Corona.
And then we got school, but we're gonna work our way around the school because let's get in the hood. What the hell am I saying? All right, bye.
Follow me on TikTok at David Loves Cookies. And I can't believe I'm saying this. If I reach 100 followers before January,